With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On second down, here's Mahomes. That one complete to Okoye. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's put that team on the hook. Under team, under team. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Saquon Barkley running right. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And on the tackle, Kevin Green, of course, a member of the 2016 Hall of Fame class, Charles.
Went in on August 6th of 2016. Kevin Green taking his rightful place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And what a speech he gave that night. I can still see him standing up there. And the line that resonated for me, I didn't play this game for any other reason than love and passion. And only a cynic would dispute that if they saw Kevin Green play.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
Move the team. 52. Alert. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Hey, 0.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
12.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
You must be dreaming. Hey, 0. 52. They can't hang with us.
On first down, Wilson. It's complete to Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
12.
Now Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He finds his man Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Kid. Good job right there. Well left.
Wilson will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On the carry, it's Jackson. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, 0-0-0.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Brown. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Going deep for Hopkins, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
We got 4. We got 4.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
At the 33-yard line.
Mike. Yellow. Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out. Yellow. Go. 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Bravo. Woo! Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9". Yellow. Hey. Mike's 59.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, motion backfield. Mike, check. 59. Yellow. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Coming, baby.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now Jan Stenerud on for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This will be taken about the 12. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
3rd and 6.
Quick, 21, check back 21. Hey, watch the slip. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Down to lose one. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the watch.
Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Come on. Check 26, check 26.
36 power.
Check 24. Check.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
I got you. I got you. Jumper, 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 jumper.
From the 36, Wilson. Johnson's got it complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Ron Woodson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. Johnson, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Saquon Barkley. Darnell Dockett, the big tackle, in on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
59, 59. You.
On first down, Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On second down, Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Chopper. Yellow.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Let's get off the field. 59 mark. Check, 59.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kevin Green coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now a give, right side. Allen. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.